Hi, my name is Carlos Briseño with We Design Think, and I'm here with George A., who is the co-founder of the Greater Good Studio. And George, I just wanted to say thank you so much for taking some time to talk this morning.
Absolutely, no problem at all. Thanks for having me.
I wanted to start with one of the questions, which is just please tell us a little bit more about what the Greater Good Studio is, and how do you use design methods to try to impact change?
Sure. So Greater Good Studio has been around for about 3 years now. It's a small consultancy. My co-founder and I had similar backgrounds in design and research. And when we started the firm, it was actually in kind of a response to some of our training that we had in the past. Much of our backgrounds had been as design consultants, and it was primarily framed as a way to use design to solve for business problems. And when we started Greater Good Studio, we realized that perhaps the same methods and many of the same approaches could be applied to a different audience. So we changed our focus completely to exclusively work on solving for social problems. So now we say we use design to solve for social problems, and they can be as varied as early literacy, educational tools for autism, water access for Haiti, tenants' rights here in Chicago. There's actually quite a number of different issues, and frankly, there are hundreds and hundreds of them, so almost an endless supply of social issues that we could tackle. But I do think it's somewhat unique in the last, probably I'd say 10 years, that there's an emergent field of social design, social innovation, public interest design, and I feel like we are trying to make a meaningful contribution to that emergent field.
Wow, that sounds really fulfilling kind of work.
Yeah, we've been very lucky, I think, in finding some great partners in the last few years, and I think it's important to recognize that we're not trying to do this work just to make ourselves feel better. I think it's satisfying in two ways. One is obviously that there is a social outcome, but I think when you treat it not as a favor, and that it's not treated as a thing you do on the side alongside your sort of traditional maybe conventional 9 to 5, but make it your primary focus only, you recognize after a while that this is just regular work, just like any other work might be, and that our main primary job is to augment and make contributions to the work that many others who work in these typically non-profits or institutions have actually dedicated their lives to. So for us as a design team, we are merely trying to make a contribution alongside those people. It will be difficult for us to, I think, ever have the credibility to be able to say, I know more about this area than you do. Certainly if you've been working in this field for 30 years, that's going to be impossible. But I
Right.
think that the design approach and the way that we go about projects, particularly in the social sector, have a unique point of view and a series of tools and processes that we employ that are a little different than some of the ones that are usually used in this arena, which is why I think we can make a contribution alongside the ones that already happen.
Hmm. That's excellent.